All right. Let's start mini lessons of this part of the tutorial. Guys, one of the main duties of you as a project manager or Scrum Master in adaptive projects is reaching to sustainable pace of your team. Okay? Keep this in mind. Now, with this in mind, let's get into two concepts. Velocity. I think you already know it. I mean, we already talked about it. What is velocity? Number of user stories that one team could complete in every sprint. Okay? And guys, we had two scenarios. If the team is new and the project is new, okay, it takes 4 sprints, 5 sprints to come to an average velocity of the team. But if the project has already been done and if the team has worked with each other with each other before, so we have some historical data. We could use that historical data as their average velocity. All in all, guys, remember in product backlog creation part, we had product roadmap and release planning, okay? To come up with those two scheduled documents, we use team velocity, okay? But that early velocity that we came up in early days of the project is not reliable. As I told you before, it takes time. You need to constantly update release planning based on the new velocities that come. Okay, awesome. So velocity is number of user stories a team could complete in one sprint. The next concept is schedule forecast. Guys, you will definitely get a question on your PMP exam about schedule forecast in Agile projects. How do you forecast Agile? You need two things. Number one, you need total story points to complete that feature, that epic, that user story, whatever the requirement is. Total story points. Number two, you need velocity of your team. Okay. By these two factors and variables, you could forecast schedule in adaptive projects. We talked about it briefly in previous part, but let's elaborate with an example, guys. Let's say we have an epic, not user story, an epic called appointment booking epic. And to that appointment booking epic has 40 story points. So the effort needed to complete that epic is 40 story points, okay? Team's velocity, after 4 sprints, we came to the conclusion that the team's velocity is 20 points per sprint. Now, how many sprints it takes to complete that appointment booking epic? 40 divided by 20, 2 sprints. So it will take about 2 sprints if each sprint is 2 weeks, so about 1 month to complete this epic. If telemedicine epic is 60 points, then it'll take 3 sprints. All in all, guys, with just 2 variables, we could calculate and forecast the schedule in adaptive projects, and you will definitely get a question, okay? It is just simple math, and you already know it. Let's have a mini question to dig in further and see, okay, what type of question you may get from schedule forecasting in Agile projects. With confidence, let's continue. All right, let's get this mini question done. You are a project manager working with an Agile team whose last 5 sprint velocities were 28, 36, 30, 32, and 32. The team agrees that the stabilized velocity or sustainable pace for forecasting is 32 story points. An upcoming release requires 290 story points. For the next 2 sprints, the team's capacity will drop by 15% due to additional organizational work. How many sprints should you forecast for the release? Very good question. A, 8 sprints, B, 9 sprints, C, 10 sprints, and D, 11 sprints. I love this question, and you will definitely get a question like this. And it has a little bit complexity in the question. I like that 15%. So guys, what's the problem? As you have noticed, it took 4 or 5 sprints to get into stabilized velocity. See, it started with 28. In the first sprint, they completed 28 sprint. 28 story points. In the next one, 36. See the difference? So they haven't reached the stabilized velocity yet. In the third sprint, they completed 30, then dropped from 36 to 30. So not stabilized yet. Then from 30 to 32, okay, getting stabilized. Then from 32, again 32. So now stabilized. The team's velocity is 32. Sustainable pace is 32, okay? But we have some 15% here. What is that 15%? The question says that for the next 2 sprints, the team, instead of 32 story points, they could complete 32 times 0.85. So they could complete 85% of their velocity. Why? Because there's 15% drop in the capacity. Okay, so let's calculate. Let's do the math, guys. Stabilized velocity is 32. Then we have 2 reduced capacity sprints. So we're going to have 32 times 0.85, 27 each. In the next 2 sprints, instead of 32 story points, the team could complete 27 story points, okay? So 85% of that 32. Now, when they complete 27, it'll be 54 in total. What's the total story points? 290. Then 290 minus 54, remaining story points is 236, okay? So far, team has done 2 sprints, and the remaining number of story points now is 236. Now, from the 3rd sprint onward, the team goes back to the original capacity, which is 32 story points. So 236 divided by 32, it'll be 7.4. We round it up to 8, okay? We don't round it down. We round it up always, guys, okay? So it'll be 8 story points. So we had 2 reduced capacity sprints, then 8 normal capacity sprints. In total, 10 sprints. Sometimes questions wants an exact number. For example, if in the options we had 9.4, you should go with 9.4. But since we don't have 9.4, we go with 10 sprints. This was a very good question. Awesome. Now, let's continue our mini lessons with a beautiful and cute charts that you're going to hear a lot in adaptive projects. Let's see, burn up or burn down chart. I think we start with burn down chart. Let's get it done, guys.